dust of a ghost town's cries where the shadows claim the midday sun. I ride with a bottle of whiskey's my guide past church bones where faith once died. The wind's a sermon that whispers of sin. In the forsaken places I've been, riding through the ashes under cursed skies, haunting the silence where my old love lies. The echoes of train whistles far and wide, carrying my sorrow. In the night I confide. Once loved a girl with fire in her eyes, betrayed by a kiss in the twilight she cried. The heart of a gambler with debts unpaid led me to the barrel of a gun betrayed. A storm came and washed my sins into sand, left me a phantom in a barren land. Riding through the ashes with ghosts at my side, searching for redemption where my demons hide. Each whistle's a reminder of what I once defied. In the dust storms of memory, endlessly I ride. In the mirror of the night, under starlit confessions, I face my reflection in its haunting questions. Was it vengeance or salvation in the paths I chose? Only the desert knows. Only the desert knows. Riding through the ashes, finding peace at last in the quiet of a grave. All my pains are past, burning bridges light my way to where I belong, amidst silent desert songs. This is where I'm strong.
Shadow of the Sierra spine, where the wind whispers sins of the brine, stood a town with souls hollow and cold, under skies that weep, stories untold. Whiskey bottles lay, dreams all but damned. Ghosts walk the streets of this cursed land. Blood on the cursed land under a blackened sky. Forgotten graves hum the coyotes cry. Lost love's a tale told by the restless sand. Oh, the devil dances in this cursed land. There's a tale of a man heart led astray by a love that cruel fate stole away. In the churchyard by the sycamore, burnt out prayers, love lives no more. Echoes of a train like a mourning band, screams slice the silence of the cursed land. Blood on the cursed land under a vengeful moon. Each whistle wails out a forsaken tune. Revenge a path laid with a trembling hand. Oh, the night house deep sin, the betrayer's shadow wearing a kin's grin. Gunpowder scent, a last stand so grand. In the heart of the desert, a final stand. Blood on the cursed land where lost souls roam, each step taken closer to an unearthly home. Silence now reigns where once he made his stand, just a whisper lost in the cursed land.
In the shadow of the mesa where the cold winds howl lies a town too dead for dust, too gone for foul. Hear the echo of the train over lost and broken tracks, bottle of whiskey lying empty alongside spent gun racks. Dance the revenge walls beneath the moon's cold stare, spin with the ghosts of what's left, swirling through the barren air. Each step a tale of wrath, every turn burns the past, silhouettes in a cursed land where salvation never lasts. Once loved a girl as fierce as desert blooms, betrayed by a whisper, she met an early tune. Underneath the church where we once knelt in prayer, now nothing but ashes, smoke still hanging there. Revenge waltz on charred and sacred ground, haunted melodies of a pistol's retort, a haunting vengeful sound. Step to the rhythm of retribution's call, all spirits guide my hand across the dust of a silenced town. Stood face to face with the devil in boots, his smirk a twisted sin. He sold the love that was mine by right, the darkness drew him in. But vengeance is a partner, cold and hard and lean. We waltz among the shadows, our justice unforeseen. Dance the revenge waltz, let the old church bells toll, for every heart that's broken, for every stolen soul. Now as the dawn creeps o'er the hills with nothing left to mend, I take my leave in silence, this waltz has found its end. There's the revenge waltz. There's the revenge
In the shadow of the mesa, under a blood-red sky, a lone crow cries as the whiskey bottles dry. Dust devils dance where the chapel used to stand, ghosts of the damned in this forsaken land. Echoes of train whistles like phantoms moan, in a town too dead to die, a man walks alone. Oh, desert wind, carry my sins far and wide, through cursed sands where my darkest secrets hide. Let the howling gale whisper what's been done, under the haunting eye of the relentless sun. Her love was a mirage, a fleeting desert bloom, in a heart as arid as this God-forsaken tomb. Promises as empty as forgotten graves, untold betrayal as bitter as a night desert cold. He remembers the fire, the burning church's glow, her silhouette inflames the ultimate betrayal show. Oh, desert wind, carry my sins far and wide, through cursed sands where my darkest secrets hide. Let the howling gale echo the love that died under the watchful stars where my remorse resides. By the ghost town's gate he stands with gun in hand, facing the demon of his past in this no man's land. Words unspoken in the silence between each breath, the duel with his fate, a dance with death. Oh, desert wind, on you my last hope relies. Take this broken soul where the old love lies. In the dust let my weary heart finally rest, in the barren plains that know my tale best. Desert wind, carry me home to the skies. Let me find peace where the lone crow flies. Out where the dust swirls the secrets it keeps, the sun bleeds red over cracked earth deep. Ghost towns whisper with the voices of the scorned, in the shadow of a church where vows were torn. Echoes from the lonely road, calling me to bear my load. Whiskey numbs a heart so cold. On this cursed path I stroll, where the night hides the sins I sold. Echoes from the lonely road. I found an old bottle, label worn and frayed, like the love we made had just faded away. Train whistle moans through the silent night, a reminder of the flight in the fading light. Echoes from the lonely road, haunting every tale I've told. The wind whispers bold deeds old, beneath the stars so cruel and bold. In the dust where my dreams are rolled. Echoes from the lonely road. That burning church, the flames lick sky high, reflecting the fire that still burns in my eye. Confronting the ghost in this deserted hell, my heart's revenge only time will tell. Echoes from the lonely road, revenge is a debt I owed. Across silent deserts to forgotten graves I roll, letting go of the past I told. Echoes from the lonely road. tread the haunted desert, and fading memories conjure a story of loss and revenge, captured through vivid imagery in a weathered vocal style that embodies the spirit of the lonely road.
In a ghost town where the dust whispers secrets at dusk, haunted by the tune of a whiskey-soaked past. Lone shadow stretch where the gallows once swung, silhouettes dance on the walls of the damned. Train whistles moan through the cursed silent land, a melody to the bones forgotten beneath the sand. Beneath the gallows I sing this song, a tale of love lost where the right turned wrong. The wind carries echoes of a vengeful ghostly throng in the heart of the desert where the nights are long. She was the fire in the chapel that burned it to the ground. A love so fierce, now a memory drowned. A traitor's kiss led me to this fate, bound by chains of anger, sealed by hate. Dust storms roar over stones unturned on a path of revenge where my heart once burned. Beneath the gallows I sing this song, a tale of love lost where the right turned wrong. The wind carries echoes of a vengeful ghostly throng in the heart of the desert where the nights are long. Now here I stand in the shadows of my sins, facing down the ghosts of what might have been. The news swings gently, a reminder of my plight. In the pale moonlight I'm ready to fight. The echoes of the past, they howl, they hiss, whispering secrets of the abyss. Beneath the gallows, this is my redemption song. From the shadows of the past to where I belong. Let the desert sands claim me as their own. Beneath the gallows I find my way home. In the haunted silence where my demons have roamed. Beneath the gallows I sing my final song. Underneath the hollow sky, where the smoke still clings to dawn,
Whiskey bottles lay in dust from the nights now long since gone. Ghost town whispers call my name through the wind that moans and chokes, and the train whistles speak of pain under hollow sky and smoke. Oh, the sky bears no more stars, just shadows from my past. Every heartbeat lights a match on the memories that last. In the silent desert's cry, through the burning church's plea, hollow sky and smoke remain, and the cursed land sets no one free. Once knew love like raging fire, till betrayal cooled the flame. Her echo haunts the chapel hill, where they still curse my name. Dust storms roar across my path, hide the tracks where we once spoke. Now nothing's left but burning words under hollow sky and smoke. Echoes worn and cold, each whisper in the darkness, a story left untold. In the grip of night's cold hands, beneath the old oak tree, hollow sky and smoke look down where she swore her love to me. By the forgotten graves I wander, with revenge a bitter friend. The cursed land keeps its secrets on this path that knows no end. Face the mirror of my actions in the smoke that round me swirls. Ghostly faces in the shadows, whispers of a lost world. Oh, the sky now holds my fate in a land that's burned and raw. Each step I take is haunted by the law I once so wrought. Through the silent desert's call to the place where spirits weave, underneath the hollow sky, I accept no more to grieve.
Where the whistle splits the silence beneath the scorched sun's glare, rode a man with shadows in his eyes and dust tangled in his hair. In a ghost town where his boots fell, echoed tales of cursed gold. Every step a story of betrayal, every shadow bore a soul. Buried in the last ride, where the vultures circle slow, lost loves whisper in the dust storm, where the silent deserts know. His heart a forgotten graveyard, his dreams like whiskey poured, buried in the last ride, by the gun or by the sword. He once loved a maiden fair as dawn, with a laugh like springtime's creek, but the outlaw's path was written sand by a fate both cruel and bleak. In his wake a church was burning, in his hand her lock is chill, betrayed by a brother's greed, in the night when time stood still. Buried in the last ride,
'neath the stars' accusing glow. Lost love's cry in the dust storm, where only the brave dare go. His path a line of tombstones, his drink the bitter cord, buried in the last ride by the lie or by the word. Under moonlight, with the devil's tempting deal, he chose the road of vengeance, with a heart too broke to heal. Faced the brother at high noon, saw the fear in eyes once known. 2 shots fired in the silence, one man falls, the truth is sown. Buried in the last ride, where the sagebrush holds the wind. Lost love's sigh in the dust storm, where the sinner's tales are pinned. Now he rides the endless prairie, where the lost souls wind and ward. Buried in the last ride, with his peace or with his sword.
Out where the chaparral meets the fading light, rode past the whiskey bottles glinting through the night. Through dust storms howling, shackles of the past, ghost town's church of burning shadows that they cast. I'm riding through the ghost town, rain's cold in my hand. Accursed lands whisper over forsaken sand. Echoes of my heartbeat sink with a train's moan. Revenge a bitter rider, I face this road alone. Her laughter once filled the saloon, smoky space, till betrayal left its cold hard trace. A bullet with a promise under the desert moon. In forgotten graves they lay, taken all too soon. Riding through the ghost town, lost love's silent plea. Desert's breath, a furnace, still no solace brings to me. Ghost of her whispers dance in the dust swirl. Love lost in the shadows of this barren world. There at the gallows stood a man I knew, had brim shadowed eyes that couldn't face the truth. Silence was his answer, the rope told the rest. In this ghostly silence, my soul can't find its rest. So I'm riding through the ghost town, this pain I've come to own. Forgiveness is a stranger on these streets of bone. With each hoofbeat's echo, my heart's turning to stone. In the land of lost shadows, I ride on alone.
Underneath the whiskey sun where cursed shadows roam, dust storms twist through ghost town bones, a drifter's silent home. Echoes of a train long gone whispers through the tracks. Every creaking board in town knows what I can't turn back. Here beneath the revenge, where my broken heart contends with the echoes of your voice in the winds that won't relent. By the light of a burning church, I see your face in fire's dance. All the love turned into ash in this cursed, forsaken expanse. My midnight, now just a shadow in my sleep. Betrayal cut through our tied binds, left me in these deserts deep. Found your picture by the silver locket, laying by the forgotten graves. Underneath the starlit silence, where nothing left can be saved. Here beneath the revenge, where old ghosts refuse to mend, I hear the howls of the past, where our love met its bitter end. By the light of a burning church, I face the truth I can't escape. All our dreams turned into dust in this endless haunted landscape. Cool of the desert night, I feel your betrayal sharp and stark. The sting of whiskey on my lips, like your memory in the dark. Was it love or just survival in this land so cruel and vast? The answer buried in the sands, like relics of a sinful past. Here beneath the revenge, I've laid my vengeance to rest. In the silence after the storm, with sorrow heavy in my chest. By the ruins of that holy place, I've learned to let your spirit pass. Beneath the revenge, I find peace at long last. In the shadow of the valley, where the cold winds moan, lies a town forgotten, left with bones and stone. Beneath the sky, under whispers of past deaths, by the creek of silent weeping, a rusted locket rests. Where the rusted locket waits, there's a tale too hard to speak, of a love lost in the shadows of a vengeance blood deep. Whiskey bottles lay buried in a field of dying flames, each sip a bitter
underneath the steeple of a church that burned to ash. A preacher man once told me, son, all love is bound to crash. With a pocket full of bullets and a heart full of rage, I searched the ghostly railroads, turned each cursed page. Where the rusted locket waits under dust storms rolling wild, lies a story of betrayal, thick as blood, forever filed. Train whistles cry through nightfall over graves no cross can claim, echoing the shouting, echoing her name. In the heat of silent deserts, by a stone unturned, I face the man who wronged me, where the deepest hatred burned. Guns drawn at high noon, only one would walk away. A locket in the dust as night reclaimed the day. Now where the rusted locket waits, a spirit's kept inside, bound by cords of sorrow. In these winds she'll always ride. A town the time's forgotten, but some memories never fade. In the whisper of the valley, they remember Adelaide. So in the shadow of the valley, let the whiskey pour once more. Raise a glass to love and vengeance, to the peace we're fighting for. And if you find that rusted locket, let it lie, let it wait. For every heart that's broken has a love it can't replace.
Shadow of the black sun, where the cold winds moan, lies a town forgotten with streets overgrown. Whiskey bottles clank in the hands of ghostly brides, while the church bell's silent, no savior inside. Dust devils dance on graves without names. Under that cursed sky, everything's changed. Ashes of the black sun falling like sin, cover my heart where her loved ones had been. Gone with the wind, through the silence they run. Everything burned up, the black sun. Once had a lover with eyes like stormy skies. In a chapel of dreams we swore no goodbyes. But the betrayal came on a high whispering breeze, left me with nothing but her memory to seize. In the night train whistles cry like old ghosts, haunting the crossroads of what I miss most. Ashes of the black sun cover my trail, lost loves and old wounds, a sorrowful tale. Gone with the dust where the dead rivers run, nothing remains but the black sun. ashes of the black sun bury my past. In a silence of deserts, I'm free at last. Revenge or resignation, line has been drawn. I walk alone under the black sun.
In the shadow of the black sun, the desert holds its breath. Whiskey bottles lay forgotten amidst the tales of death. A ghost town whispers secrets in the chill of twilight's kiss, where a lone church stands burning amid the serpent's hiss. There's no mercy in the black sun, just shadows long and cursed. Souls wander lost and wretched, and thirst that can't be nursed. The wind howls out for vengeance across the barren lands. No mercy in the black sun, fate's dealt by harsher hands. I once loved a maiden, pure as the prairie dawn. Her laughter now just echoes in the place where she has gone. Betrayed by false-hearted lovers, chased by a storm of lead. Now she's just another whisper in forgotten graves unspread. There's no mercy in the black sun, just echoes of our fears. Every train whistle moaning like the sum of all our tears. The dust storms carry stories of lives we can't reclaim. No mercy in the black sun, just an endless burning flame. Sky, where silence met my cries, I faced the man who wronged us, saw the truth behind the lies. My hand steady, the outcome grim, revenge a bitter seed. In the black sun's heavy gaze, I watched a villain bleed. There's no mercy in the black sun, where I laid my love to rest. Each day a heavy burden, each night a lonely test. But in the heart of darkness, under that fiery dome, I found a twisted peace where the lost call home. No mercy in the black sun, just a long unending sigh, a tale of love and vengeance under a cursed, relentless sky.
In the quiet town of calamity's wake, under the shadow of a blood-red moon, stood the gunslinger, his life at stake. In the dust where the sinners met their doom, whiskey bottle lay empty by a crooked cross. Haunted whispers round the church, now lost. Gunslinger, ride through the smoke and the sorrows, chasing the ghost of your love stolen and betrayed. Under the stars where there's no tomorrow, see a town too parched for righteous men. Her laughter mingled with the train's distant cries, till the night when darkness claimed her kin. Trust turned traitor later to the noose, left a gunslinger with nothing left to lose. Gunslinger, right through the smoke and the sorrows, echoes of her voice, a guide in the cursed night, under the stars cursed by ghostly arrows, hunting shadows that rob the morning light. At the fork where the dead river split, he met the traitor face to ghostly face, words unspoken, cold steel spit. A thunder crack split the silent forsaken place. Two shots fired in the desert's heart, one man standing, one torn apart. Gunslinger walked through the smoke, now fading. The path of revenge leaves but ashes and pain. Under the stars, his weary heart parading in a land that forgets, but the ghosts remain. So in the town they whisper low of a man and the love he never let go, by forgotten graves where wild winds blow. Rests a gunslinger and the fires that grow. There's a trail that cuts through the heart of the dust, where the wind whispers secrets in a ghostly hush. Broken bottles tell tales of the dreams that die on the shadow of a church with its cross burned wide. Riding through the lonely road, whiskey on my breath, every mile a memory of love, betrayal and death. The desert's heart is beating beneath the cursed moon's glow. On this road I ride alone, where the lost go. Once loved a girl with fire in her autumn eyes, promised her forever under sapphire skies. It found her heart was stolen by a drifter's song, left me with the echoes where my trust went wrong. Riding through the lonely road, whiskey numbing the pain, each town a ghostly whisper, each loss a link in my chain. The stars are silent witnesses to the rage I've stowed on this path of vengeance, on this endless road. In a dusty canyon, I face the man in black, echoes of the past like a train upon the track. His draw was quick, but my revenge was quicker. The gunshot rang, but the pain just got thicker. Now I'm riding through the lonely road with blood on my hands, a heart too weary to forgive in these forsaken lands. This road will be my dame, my tomb beneath the sky so broad, just a nameless rider on the lonely road. With every ghost town past I shed a piece of
dies and bleeds into the night. The wind whispers secrets in a ghost town tight. Whiskey bottles clink in the grip of the forgotten dust. Storms dance with the memories of the rotten under moon's pale watch and a coyote's remote joke. Lies a silent grave wrapped deep in veils of smoke. Here stands a man with vengeance cold in his stare. Echoes of a church bell dying in the arid air. This cursed land holds tales of a love that broke. Silent grave, silent grave and smoke. A train whistle moans through haunted plains, over tracks soaked with old dark stains. He loved her wild, her betrayal cut deep, left him a shadow where lost spirits weep. Burned their church where they once vowed, now he walks a path by revenge avowed. Here stands a man with vengeance cold in his stare. Echoes of a church bell dying in the arid air. This cursed land holds tales of a love that broke. Silent grave, silent grave and smoke. By the light of a fire where his anger spoke, he sees her face in the curling smoke. Forgiveness a burden he couldn't afford. His heart attuned, each beat of discord. Here lies a man with sorrows old and gray, under stars that whisper to the brave. A life spent chasing what the dark winds woke. Silent grave, silent love, eternal smoke. In the shadow of the valley, where the stone church lies in ash, whiskey bottles tell the stories, and the wind sings songs of past. Dancing boots stir up the dust storms on the roads where no one's bound. Ghost of twilight, silent witness under that black sun going down. Dancing with black sun under its fiery gaze. Lost souls entwined in a cursed ballet. Love and vengeance in a tango of pain. With every step we're just dancing in vain. Long ago a loving whisper turned to screams in the dark night. Betrayal's knife cut so deep set abandoned hearts alight. Through the stillness of the desert, the train whistles still cry, echoing the moans of lovers who never got to say goodbye. Dancing with black sun, with shadows at my side.
whirlwind of memories, nowhere to hide. Each silhouette a story of what will never be. In the heart of the desert, no one hears the plea. Under that cursed sun, a revelation blooms. Amidst forgotten graves, fate resumes. The gun in my hand, the ghost in my sights. Tonight the past is set to right. Dancing with black sun, revenge a bitter friend. Twirling towards my haunted end. Flames lick the sky from the church once burned. Under black sun, alone I learned. So I dance with shadows, and I dance with ghosts. In silent deserts, I host their lost toes. Dancing with black sun until my tales are done. In the heat of the silence, I am the lonely one.
Under a blood-red sky where the old church lies, ghost town whispers singing lullabies. Footsteps echo across the cursed land, a bottle of whiskey gripped in a trembling hand. The wind carries tales of a love that crashed. Here I am in the shadows, dancing with ashes. Dancing with ashes under the cold moonlight. Every step a story of what's wrong and right. In the silence where the spirits sigh, I'm just a soul too restless to die. Dancing, dancing with ashes tonight. How the flames kissed the sky, the night the truth burned and love said goodbye. She vanished like smoke on that old train's whistle, left nothing but memories sharp as thistles. Now every gust of desert dust, every church bell that clashes, brings me back to the dance with ashes. Dancing with ashes under the starlit veil. Every turn a reminder of that bitter tale. Here in the wasteland where echoes confide, lies a heart that the desert can't hide. Dancing, still dancing with ashes so pale. There's a storm brewing over the silent sands, like the fury I feel clenching these hands. The gods of vengeance whispering gusts so brash in the swirling dust. My sorrows I clash tonight, the old ghost will see what's amiss as I summon the courage for the final twist. Dancing with ashes where no angels tread. With each step I claim all the tears I've shed. This dance, my redemption, all my sweet despair. In the dust I find the courage laid bare.
Dancing, forever dancing with the ghost in my head. Dancing, just dancing with ashes till I'm dead. Sunset bleeding red on a cursed land. Here I tread a shadow, gun in hand. Revenge and smoke beneath the desert's cloak. My heart bleeds a tale to bitter spoke. Lost love's fire in the cold night stokes under starlit skies and the devil's jokes. Remember her laughter under the old church light before it burned to ashes that cursed night. A train whistle moaning through the empty plains like a ghostly reminder of our sweet love's remains. He took her from me, left nothing but her grave. Now I'm chasing shadows of the man I crave. Revenge and smoke beneath the desert's cloak. Vengeance path, my burden to evolve through forgotten graves and tales misspoke. Every step I take, my resolve rewoke. In the silence of the desert, their faces appear, haunting my dreams, stoking my fears. A showdown looming in the dust's embrace. His eyes meet mine, time slows its pace. Revenge and smoke, this life's cruel joke. Gunfire echoes as all ties I broke. Dust settles down on the path I chose. In a land of ghosts, a lone figure arose with each chord strum in every note play low. Revenge and smoke in the desert's endless woe.
In a ghost town
sound swallowed by the sand. The steeple bells no longer ring for the damn. Whiskey bottles lay broken, a story untold neath the cursed skies, black and cold. Ashes of memories laced from her gown haunt the alleys of this forsaken town. Oh, the curse of ashes and lace, where love's a ghost lost without trace. Under the moon's mournful embrace, we dance with doom in this desolate place. Betrayed by a kiss in this cursed space. A train whistle cries over lands that God left. Echoes of footsteps, theft after theft. A burning church, its embers still weep for souls buried shallow in secrets they keep. Oh, the curse of ashes and lace, bound by sorrow, bound by disgrace. In the shadow of sin, we lost the race, left to wander this ghostly bay. In the dust storm's rage, I see her eyes, flickering like stars in stormy skies. With every gust, her whispers pierce the night. Revenge or love, son, what's your fight? The gun in my hand, cold as her grave. Silent decisions of the brass